Hello everyone. I thought I would make a video today kind of explaining like what I'm going through with PVCs and other heart problems and not being treated for it. So I just turned 30 and for the past really 10 years or so, I've been dealing with what started with PVCs, which is, just skipped heartbeats. I think that's what PVCs is. Anyway, it started when I was 19, and I noticed it while I was at the gym working out, where I had like palpitations and I didn't know what it was, so naturally I went to the doctors, and really this went on for years, checkups and stuff, and everyone told me I was fine. As the years went on, I noticed that I was not able to work out at all because I was actually fainting from them. So I stopped working out and went about my life, and progressively other things started happening. Excuse me. Where I would be just fainting like for no reason. I had a stomach problem that came about a few years ago. It was so severe, I wasn't able to even hold water down. I couldn't keep anything down. I was in severe pain in my stomach. Not eating over a long period of time caused anemia, which gave me extreme vertigo and a bunch of other problems. A heart issue isn't something that I felt during that time, other than the few palpitations here and there. Well, I finally got diagnosed with gastritis, and that sort of vanished, and it's something that, I have flare-ups of now if I eat like acidic foods. So then this heart thing started coming on stronger, and I didn't know what it was, and it became such a pain that I had to stop grocery shopping, and I had to kind of hide it at work. I did nursing, CNA work, and I felt like I was going to faint on the job all the time, and I didn't know why. So eventually I had to stop working. Last year I stopped working due to the constant fainting, and so I spent my time at home mostly, and everything just, it's like a progressive thing. I mean, whatever it is, it's I could have a day where I'm okay and able to move around and get around, and then I had days where I needed help bathing or dressing myself, because any movement, like just going like this for a second, would cause an abnormal heart rhythm so severe that it would make me turn blue and I'd hit the floor. It's been terrifying, and naturally you go to the ER, and the ER keeps telling me that I'm too young to have any heart problems, and because really I'm a healthy person. I've never drank alcohol, I've never done drugs, I eat very healthy. You know, there's no reason for me to have heart problems, but I do. So for them to keep telling me that they're just pretending that it's not there. You know how aggravating that is? That gave me a whole crap load of more anxiety that I didn't need. And so my limbs started turning weird colors. This started happening a few months ago, where my hands, it's not doing it now, but like when I stand up or when I go like this or when I get out of the shower, my hands and my feet look like I'm wearing gloves. They're like so white. And there's actually like a cutoff line, my ankle and my wrist. And I don't know what that is. And I went to the hospital because my feet turn blue when I stand up. And then they turn really, really white when I walk. And I was getting a lot of chest pain, which is normal. I mean, I do get a lot of chest pain, and I get heart attack symptoms on a daily basis. I have to slow down a minute. Talking causes it. I have orthostatic hypotension, though. So I have to be careful talking, but I went to the ER for my legs turning blue, my feet turning blue. And this time I brought in a stack of papers with me that are from other doctors, you know, with their diagnoses. I have a lot of diagnoses, so I thought that because I had a hard time talking, I would just bring in the papers with me and they can go through all my doctor's papers and figure it out, you know. So they ended up Baker acting me, like, for no reason. I came in there for blue limbs, and they wrote on a piece on my papers that I take home. They wrote that I'm delusional and that I'm making up an illness that I don't have, in which I wasn't, because I had the papers with me, the stack of papers that prove what what I have. Like, I'm not a crazy person. I don't even come off as a crazy person, I don't think. But they Baker acted me, so next thing you know, they told me they were going to go get the doctor, and the next thing you know, I'm being Baker acted for no reason. I'm just like sitting there chilling, like, this is strange. Calm as can be, you know, like, kind of weird. And while I was Baker acted, I didn't eat. They didn't give me food. And I have gastritis, stomach problem. They wouldn't even give me a Tums for my stomach because I don't know why, but when you don't eat properly with your gastritis, I mean, it tears off your stomach lining. I was vomiting bile while I was there. So on top of everything, the reason why I eat very healthy is because I have PKU. That's a rare genetic disorder where I cannot eat protein. It causes brain damage. And while I was in there, we had these trays of food. And it was steak and meat and turkey and everything that would literally fry my brain cells. So I nicely approached the front desk and I was like, asking them if they had anything like some vegetables, broccoli, potato, anything that's not steak. And before I could even, well, they asked me why I was asking them for that. I said because I have PKU and I can't eat this food, and they yelled at me really bad and told me that I'm making up having PKU. PKU isn't a real disease, and that's why I'm in here, because I'm crazy and I'm making up diseases that I don't have, and blah, 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 blah. Well, I was calm. I was cool. It's like, whatever. I'm not even supposed to be in there, so, but anyway, two things happen. Okay, the first thing, when I don't eat, my blood levels on my PKU go high, and it affects my brain. Same thing if I were to eat. Like, if I were to eat the steak, it probably would have been as bad as not eating anything. It would have affected my brain the same way. It's so much protein. On top of that, I have gastritis, so my stomach was messed up, and I was vomiting bile. And because of not eating, not getting proper food, they wouldn't even allow me to take my supplement for my PKU, which is what I need in order to be alive for my brain. They wouldn't allow me to take it. Any of my meds, not even a Tums for my stomach. And I ended up having a seizure. They covered that up somehow. Maybe, I don't know. But after that, my heart it took me a week before I could eat properly again, because my stomach lining was so tore up from that. Sorry, this is a long, boring video, but I have so many health issues, and the main one right now is my heart. I feel, since it's progressing, that it's something that could have been fixed a long time ago, but they refused for whatever reason. And that's Florida. That's in the state of Florida. It's a Republican state. Now, had I been a millionaire, I would have probably been treated a long time ago. That's how that state works. So, I didn't get the time of day at all there. So, I packed up my stuff and moved to Michigan, where I've been now for a month. I got health insurance. I got Medicaid within 2 weeks of being here. No problem. If I need to go to the hospital for anything, it's $2 or $3. If I ever have a problem getting to my appointments, they will come and pick me up for free. I can go see any specialist, any doctor that I want, because it's a Democratic state. Because they're not trying to kill poor people. And I'm going to a cardiologist next week. And so far, the things I've noticed, like I had an ambulance here last night. Totally different. Totally. Like, they actually didn't lie to me for once. They told me what came up on the heart monitor thing, like, they're not lying to me. Oh, you're fine, it's all in your head. Brr, brr, brr. I'm so over that. So over it. It's not right. How many other people are out there going through a horrible illness that they're being refused treatment for? Yeah, you can't legally refuse treatment, but there's ways around that. There's loopholes around that. If they pretend like they're helping you when they're not, when they're obviously not, they can get away with it. It's very, very easy for them. I've never been so mistreated, like, just Florida, man. Florida healthcare. You know how many, there's so many people moving out of there. Baby. To go to, oh, my kitty wants up here. To go to a better state. Hi, baby. Oh, come on. Okay. Here's kitty. There's so many people that are moving out of Florida to go get health care coverage. And I love Florida's weather, but let's just be honest, like, health is what's important. And without my health, Florida is useless. I can't do anything. Right, baby? Right? Yeah? Yeah? What are you doing, huh? Aw. This is my cat, Simon. Yeah. He's a baby. Yeah, so I'm sorry for this ridiculously long video. But, you know, I'm sure that there's tons of other people going through this. There's no reason for it. This has got to stop. It's got to stop. Innocent people are dying because of this. We need universal health care. How is it that my God, how is it that it's a right to own assault rifles, but it's not a right to be healthy, to get a cure, to get treated for cancer? I'd like to know that. Right? You know, oh, that sucks that you have cancer. What you got in your wallet? Meow, mix. It's awful. So, let's get voting. People need to become more involved with politics. It's important. For those of you who don't want anything to do with politics, I totally get where you're coming from. I totally understand where you're coming from. On the other hand, like, whoever gets voted as president affects you. It affects your life. It's going to affect your daughter, your son's life, your mom's life, your brother's life, your grandma's life. It's important. Screw what I think. What do you think is going to benefit every person in this country? Who do you think is the best? Who would make the lesser evil president? Either way, somebody's got to be put in, don't they? And if it ain't me, I better be paying attention. I'm just rambling now. just rambling. It's already, what, a 19-minute and 46-second video? Well, I have nothing left to say. So I'm really, 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 really sorry for this really, really retardedly long video. There's nobody home and I needed somebody to talk to, so I'm talking to a camera, and that's all of you guys. So if you have any thoughts about anything I talked about, leave a comment. Even if it's a nasty one, I don't care. Because nasty comments don't hurt me, so it's cool, whatever. Okay, bye!